So we're in the deep forest of Lithuania. The sun is shining. We're in search of this very, very rare tree. I've been told that it grows horsepower, and oh, there we go. Look at it. It's the super tree. Let's go, guys.
Green Sally up, a green Sally down. Last done start, gotta tell the ground. Green Sally up, a green Sally down. Last done start, gotta tell the ground. Green Sally up, a green Sally down. Last done start, gotta tell the ground. Green Sally up, a green Sally down. Last done start, gotta tell the ground. Green Sally down, last done start, gotta tell the ground. Green Sally up, a green Sally down. Last done start, gotta tell the ground. Green Sally up, a green Sally down. Last done start, gotta tell the ground. Sally up, a green Sally down. Last done start, gotta tell the ground. Oh, Miss Miss dead and gone. Left me here to
I just finished up round 4 of Formula Drift in New Jersey, and literally the next day, Amy and I had to hop on a flight to go to EEDC in Lithuania, in Kaunas, and I was just thinking the whole time, well, I'm done with Formula D. This round is done. I did okay. Now, what's my expectation for EEDC? And I definitely want to do really well. Podium, like for sure, that's a goal. And winning would be good. So the plane ride there, I was like, well, I'm going to be driving a 2J. That's different. It's not a V8, but I still got to adapt and do well. So it's pretty exciting on the way there on the plane ride, just like thinking like how the track's going to feel and how the car's going to feel and all that good stuff. Before I even kind of committed to, doing EEDC, I was kind of researching what it is, and I saw a video that describes the track layout of the track in Kaunas for EEDC round 4, and it looked gnarly. Like I kind of had to do the math because everything was in kilometers and meters, but it basically showed the track layout, how it's continually dropping in elevation with, several meters every single turn, and then the speed was very high throughout the whole course. So at first I saw the speed in kilometers and I was like, that sounds fast, but realistically when you drive it, it's going to slow down. When I got there, it's definitely not the case. It was probably faster than what was advertised, which was, it was intense. It was a lot of fun. Wednesday, I went to the shop where the Lexus SC300 that I was driving, also called a Soarer. I checked it out. It looked very clean. The 2J looked stout. Everything was in place. It looked good. Safety equipment was awesome, and the cage was like a freaking FIA, like homologated rally cage, it seemed like, which is cool. It made me feel cozy. And after checking out the car, fitting the seat, making sure the distance is right, just pushing the seat forward a little bit, we decided to take it out to the track and give it a few laps. And at the track was really fast, and the car had a very aggressive steering wheel ratio. And honestly, I couldn't get used to it at first. I went out and just initiated down that freaking fast long turn, my first run, because I'm used to doing that, and I couldn't get used to that freaking thing. It was very snappy, and when you're going like 100 miles an hour, which is realistically what we were doing, it felt violent. So that day it was like, crap, what am I gonna do, man? I gotta get used to this thing like in a couple hours. And we kind of went home with the consensus that we're gonna try to just realign the car, maybe check the corner balance, maybe something's off. So first day was a little shaky for me, honestly.
In the southwest section of Alabama, a town called Carrollton is a strange phenomenon. It goes like this.
How could anybody know? How could anybody know? Just which way the day would go.
Understand these things I say to you. Understand these thoughts I think. Let my mind be free of memory. Stand before the
So I showed up to the track on Friday. It was dry at first, and then towards the middle of the morning or middle of the day, the car showed up, and I geared up, ready to go, and it started raining and drizzling, and I'm down to practice in the wet because I feel like I don't get to do that enough. But once I hopped in the car, even though we changed the setup, it felt violent, and I couldn't get used to it. So I gave myself 3 laps, knowing that if I can't get used to a car in 3 laps, it's just not going to happen. And sure enough, after 3 laps, I couldn't get used to it. And I said, guys, we gotta change the front steering geometry. This is just not going to work. And that was kind of like the most pivotal moment of the event. And I was like, we gotta make this car work, otherwise I can't compete in it. I don't want to crash a car that's not mine. So luckily, we quickly came to the conclusion that we're gonna swap out the knuckles and A-arms and basically the whole front end. And we did that, and as soon as we put the other stuff back in, the car felt great. Everything was working out just perfect. Literally first lap out, we didn't really check caster or camber. We did everything at the track and just kind of eyeballed it, and everything was fine. Like it went smooth after that, and that's when it got really, really fun. didn't know what to expect about my competition coming into this round, because from the videos, like, the tracks look fast and they look like they drive with a massive amount of angle, which is very different from what I'm used to seeing in FP. But yeah, honestly, it was kind of I was questioning what the level of competition was going to be. So I was definitely impressed when I got here. And then Saturday, competition day, qualified like I think 10th, which wasn't perfect, but honestly, it was good enough. And I knew that the tandem rounds was going to be the determining factor of how well I progressed. And in tandem, I was able to just run kind of a conservative line, but I knew that the way I was driving was kind of unlikely to make a mistake, so I just kind of stuck with that. In EEDC, honestly, the top 5 guys are really fast. The cars are built to the moon too. I mean, there's LS3 freaking BMW E30s where the motors push back like a good inch or two into the firewall. Who knows what rear suspension setup it is? It's off of a newer BMW. Either way, it's basically a kit car at that point, and that to me, seeing those cars kind of blew me away, and the dudes that drive them know how to handle it too, and they're adapted to these fast tracks. The style is a little different. The amount of angle these guys have is pretty cool too. So I definitely learned a lot from this event, that's for sure. And the competition, at least the top 5 guys are they're on it for sure.
Got a big plan, this mindset, maybe it's right at the right place and right time. Maybe tonight in a whisper or handshake, sending a sign. Wanna make out and kiss hard, wait, never mind. Late night in passing, mention it, flip to her best friend. It's no thing, maybe it's like it turns to terror and a crush to like. And she walked in, he froze up, leave it to fight. It's cute in a way till you cannot speak, and you live to have a cigarette and these get weak. This could be got it heavy for the next 2 days. It's only just a crush, it'll go away. It's just like all the others, it'll go away. Or maybe this is danger and you just don't know. You pray it all away, but it continues to grow. Skin pressed against the tide. I still so lovely, it feels so right. I want to hold you close, same breath, beating heart, whisper in your ear. I wanna fucking tear you apart. Then he walked up and told her, thinking maybe it'd pass, and they talked and looked away a lot, doing the dance. Her hand brushed up against his shirt to her, told him how she felt, and then they locked in a stare. They took a step back, thought about it, what should they do? 'Cause there's always been permission from the ladies. Their lips met, and restoration started to pass. Whether this was just a Palaukit, dabar Odis stoja ir Kristas Blok!
sure. So what a great event. Like the track, the drivers, unbelievable. Beginning to end, the organization, you know, for the first time being on this kind of track, it was just phenomenal. Drivers from around the world. Obviously, Odi came all the way from the States just to drive here. It's an honor to have him, and it's, I mean, I'm sure he's more than happy to win in his home country. Yeah, A to Z, great event.